This is Martin's 1970 VW bus. It's taking the wiper arm off at the minute, so we're going to blend some paint in around the windscreen surround where somebody else has done a pretty poor job before, just slightly different colour, and they've not really put the right primer on there, so we're just going to blend in some more paint. As you can see, we've sanded off some of the repaint areas here. And we also managed to expose some of the original paint because that's kind of the look we're going for. Just going to kind of finish off sanding up here just to key it because they've painted all the way up here, so we need to basically paint this entire windscreen surround. So what we're doing here is we're masking around the rubber without trying not to take the glass out, so using a scraper from a filler, basically, just lift the rubber up, slide the masking tape underneath and then fold it around. Obviously not going to film it because it's pretty hard to do. So we figured out that Martin's got a better technique than me, so I'm going to film him doing it. He's going to mess it up now.
Missed that.
So that's how you get the filler to wrap around the rubber seal. So I'm going to wet sand with 240 grit. Just try and get rid of a lot of the imperfections and also get rid of a lot of the paint edges. Keep putting in some fresh, clean water. And then once it's masked up, we'll be ready for primer. So that's an hour of our lives that we're never going to get back. Now it's all masked up around the rubber. We've also got some masking paper. Done it all around here. Taped up around the washer jets and the wiper spindles. All I need to do really is make a soft edge here with the tape just by peeling it back a little bit. This is just so we can get some primer on all the bare metal spots. So yeah, we're pretty much ready to put some primer on. So here we're going to just warm the surface up of the bodywork because it's really cold in here. Just do that for a couple of minutes before you put the paint on. Meantime, while he's doing that, I'm going to shake the can so it's ready to paint. So we're using this etch primer. We're just going to get some primer on the panel. Pulse your finger on the nozzle. Try not to get too much on at once. You don't want to keep your finger on the nozzle, otherwise you just get paint everywhere. Feel free to wear a breathing mask if you're going to do this at home. I normally wear one, but yeah, that's it. And we're going to flash it off with a hot egg. So now the primer's all dried off. We dried a lot of it with a heat gun, and what we're going to do is peel this tape off, just this lower piece, so we can wet sand and blend in the line and then get some top coat on. So we're just sanding the edge of the filler so there's no line, and then we can get some top coat on. We're leaving it on purpose with the patina so we can try and blend it in. We've wiped it off with a cloth, and now we're just putting it with a heat gun just to make sure it's completely dry before we get the next bit of paint in. And we're going to mask lower down. so we can just blend in some new paint to match the old. We're just going to heat the tin up a little bit. We've dried all this off, ready for new paint. We've got a nice tin of L50H Brilliant Blue, which is a Volkswagen colour. We're going to give it a try, and if it's a bad match or it's a little bit too dark, then we can get a match done off the fuel filler flask at our local paint shop. But just for now, we're going to get some paint on there. So again, we're going to just pulse. Keep angling the can. Aim to get a thin coat on first, so otherwise you're more likely to get a reaction. And we'll let that dry, flash it off with the heat gun. Now we're going to put on a heavier coat. What we're aiming to do is still pulse. We're aiming to keep the can close to the job. Don't keep it this far away because it'll just go all over the floor. And we're aiming to get just enough paint on so that it shines, but it doesn't want to start running. Okay. Whew. So now I'm basically getting an even heavier coat on, just trying to get that shine straight out the can. Anybody that ever says you can't get a good finish with an aerosol has no idea. When your finger starts to hurt, and swap to your thumb. Just always aiming to get just enough paint on so it's got gloss, but not too much so it starts to curtain or run. You can always wet sand and buff afterwards if you've got a bit of orange peel, but it's nice to get it straight out of the can like that. We're just heating it with the heat gun because it's about 6 degrees, 5 degrees C in here, probably even colder than that. And we don't want the paint to bloom, so if it gets moisture in it, it's going to take on like a milky texture, milky colour, and it's quite hard to sand that out, so we're just going to try and flash off the paint for a couple of minutes. Notice how we're keeping it at a fairly even depth away from the surface, and we'll keep moving the can, keep moving the gun. We don't want to burn it, we just want it to dry nice and even. nice. See your face in it. So before it dries completely, we're going to unmask bits like this. Just carefully pull it away. Problem is, if you leave it till the paint's completely dry, then you risk the paint just coming off in pieces and cracks. So literally just pull it off. And if there's any little tiny bits on the edge there, we can always go over with a blade later on. But for now, it's fine. We let it dry before we do anything else with it. Let it dry for 24 to 48 hours minimum. Probably more in this temperature.